Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever thought about growing your own food right at home? There's just something so satisfying about walking out to your own little garden and picking fresh ingredients for your dinner table. Today I'm going to show you how to grow one of my family's favorite veggies, potatoes. Now I know you might be thinking, potatoes, those seem kind of hard to grow. But trust me, it's easier than you think. With just a few simple steps, you can have a bountiful harvest of these delicious spuds right in your backyard or even in containers on your patio. We'll walk through everything together, step by step, so you can feel confident and excited to get your hands dirty. Let's dig in. Step 1. Choose the right kind of potatoes. You want to use seed potatoes, not the ones you find at the grocery store. See, those grocery store potatoes are beautiful and tempting, but they may have been treated with chemicals that prevent them from sprouting. Plus, you just never know what kind of diseases they might have been exposed to. Seed potatoes, on the other hand, are specifically meant for growing. They come in so many different varieties and they haven't been treated with those growth inhibitors. You can usually find them online or at your local garden store and they're worth every penny. I like to plant a variety, a little bit of early, mid and late season. That way we can enjoy fresh potatoes all season long. It's like having your own little potato buffet right in the backyard. Early varieties mature quicker, while late season ones can give you a bigger harvest. Step 2. It's time to prep those potatoes. You'll want to cut your seed potatoes into chunks, each with at least one eye. That's that little indentation where the new sprouts will grow from. Each piece should be about the size of a golf ball. Let those cut pieces sit out for about 24 hours before planting. This lets them callus over, which helps prevent rot once they're nestled in the soil. Think of it like giving them a little protective layer. This step is super important. Don't skip it. We want those potatoes to thrive, and a little patience now will pay off big time later. Step 3, let's find the perfect spot for your potatoes. Now, potatoes, they love to soak up that sunshine. We're talking full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. So take a look around your garden and find a spot that gets plenty of that good old sunshine. You'll also want soil that drains well. Potatoes don't like to sit in soggy soil. It makes them sad, and nobody wants a sad potato. If your garden area is heavy clay, consider planting in raised beds or containers. I love using raised beds for my veggies. It gives me better control over the soil and it's easier on my back. Loosen the soil with a garden fork or tiller and add some compost to improve the nutrient content. Step 4, time to plant. Now this is the part where things start to get really exciting. Grab your trusty garden trowel or shovel and let's dig some trenches. Each trench should be about 4 to 6 inches deep, and remember to leave about 12 inches between each potato piece. This gives them plenty of room to spread out and grow those beautiful spuds. Now, gently place your seed potato chunks with the eyes facing up in those trenches. Then, cover them with soil, but leave a little space at the top, about 3 to 4 inches. This is because you'll need to hill them later. Planting potatoes is pretty simple, right? It's all about giving them a cozy little home to grow in. But there's one more thing you'll need to keep doing throughout the growing process: hilling. It might sound a little funny, but trust me, it makes a big difference. Step 5. Time to talk about hilling. Now, as your potato plants start to grow, you'll need to pile more soil around the base of the plants to create a little hill. This hilling is important because it protects the tubers, those precious potatoes, from sunlight. See, if the tubers are exposed to sunlight, they can turn green and even toxic. Make sure you hill your potatoes every few weeks as they grow taller. It's like giving them a nice little potato blanket that helps them grow big and healthy. And as a bonus, it also helps prevent weeds from popping up around your potato plants. Step 6. Let's talk about watering. Potatoes need a good amount of water, especially when they're forming those precious tubers. Stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's watering time. If it still feels damp, you can hold off for a bit. You want to make sure you keep the soil moist, not soggy. A deep watering once a week should do the trick, but if the weather's really hot and dry where you live, you may need to water a little more often. And while you're out there showering your potatoes with love and water, keep an eye out for any unwelcome guests. We're talking about pests like aphids or Colorado potato beetles. If you see any, don't panic. You can remove them by hand or use a natural pest control method. Step 7. Harvest time. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, the culmination of all your hard work and patience. After about 3 to 4 months, depending on the variety you chose, your potato plants will start to signal that they're ready to share their bounty. The leaves will turn yellow and start to shrivel up, kind of like they're giving you a little wave goodbye. Carefully dig around the base of the plant, being gentle to avoid bruising the potatoes. And there they are, nestled in the soil like little treasures. A nice little crop of spuds just waiting to be turned into delicious meals. Fresh, homegrown potatoes ready to be roasted, mashed, or turned into the most amazing potato salad you've ever tasted. And there you have it. Growing your own potatoes is as easy as 1, 2, 3. With a little patience and some care, you'll have your very own harvest to enjoy all season long. Imagine serving up those garden fresh potatoes at your next family dinner. They'll be wondering what your secret is. Let me know in the comments if you've tried growing potatoes or if you're going to give it a shot this year. Happy planting!